Today I have a CMYK print set up here. It's not registered yet, we're gonna register it together. Very nice and simple. I'll do it all with water-based ink. I'm using Aurora Force Process inks. I think I got these from Ryan, and they're the Green Galaxy. Yeah, Green Galaxy water-based inks. I wanna try it with Plastisol later on because I like printing with Plastisol. I can just leave it set up. I don't have to, clean it all out. But that's what we're gonna be running today. We're gonna be running this. And if you're interested in a tutorial on how I color separated this, it's gonna be somewhere within this video. Probably at the end, not super hard, but it just gets boring. Tutorial time on the computer, it's just boring. So let's line this up and get this going. Damn, I already got ink all over my hands. I haven't even touched it for 2 seconds and I'm covered. I'm like a blue man. So you are supposed to print this in a specific order. You're supposed to do lightest to darkest. It doesn't always work out that way, but that is what you are supposed to do. So here's the yellow. And I'm just gonna be brave and straight out of the tub. I don't think it needs to be mixed up at all because it's all water-based, it's all the same. Straight onto there. I have never liked how water-based inks smell. They always smell so horrid. They kind of smell like cat piss. There's a combination of multiple different meshes. I think most of them are 230s. The black is a 305. It's nothing too crazy, but it's all yellow mesh. 230 and a 305. I do want all big squeegees. All of them have to be big squeegees. And I can't believe I'm doing this right now because it's gonna take freaking forever to get this all cleaned up when I'm done. But it's not that many shirts, probably like 10, I don't know. All right, let's run this. Yellow first. I am pushing because I don't feel like dealing with a pull. I'll test out a pull later. There's a yellow, very nice. Now we just gotta register it, which is gonna be impossible because damn, should have printed the black first. That's actually what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna print the black and then I'm gonna line everything up to that. Smell of cat piss is in the air. Okay, so there's that. Ooh, that's way off. All of the registration marks are lined up. Goated. Goated. I'm so happy that I have micros. If you have a press without micros on it, what are you doing? That's already so nice looking. Oh, I got it. Oh my God, I can't get over how it smells like cat piss. I have a little bit of ink somewhere right here. I don't want to get it on my hands later on. I already got it on my hands. I just said I don't want to get it on my hands later on, and there it is on my hands. Okay, very nice. So now we just gotta line up the yellow. Okay, so now let's actually run this. one more actual test print. Yellow, here we go. Magenta. Cyan. And black. It looks pretty good. I haven't done a CMYK that's photorealistic. And this came out pretty sick, if I do say so myself. Since I don't trust my flash to cure this, what I've been doing for water-based prints is that I'll partially cure it with the flash, and then later I'll go over it with my heat press. I'll heat press everything. Yeah, and now I just gotta tape off all these registration marks and bada bing bada boom, CMYK print. I love micros, bro. I love the micros. That would have taken me like fucking 3 hours to register on my old press. There we go. It's all taped off. Very important, make sure your hands are clean. Does that look clean? Kinda. There's some ink right there. Now, I don't want my flash to be right next to these inks. I figured out that they dry up quicker if the flash is right next to them. Duh. I need to get this palette tape off and refresh it. I'm not gonna do that right now though. I'm only gonna use 2 platins for this. I think a really important thing to note about these CMYK prints is that you do have to use the process inks. You can't just use regular yellow, like it might work okay-ish, but the process inks are slightly opaque, so it lets the colors blend nicer. You also do have to use a white garment or a discharge base. So I got some discharge ink coming in so I can do some CMYK on, you know, regular stuff. And for this specific design, I was thinking that maybe a good idea would probably be like a highlight blue to really make that eye really blue. But I'm not gonna do it this time because it's kind of late and I'm not gonna go into Photoshop again and pull out the blues and, you know what I'm saying? Now this is not cured like fully yet, but it is dry to the touch. It is not like moving anywhere, you know, like that is what that looks like. Let's get some better lighting going. There is that print, very, 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 very sick. And it's like super smooth to the touch. There's no hand feel basically. Yeah, that is what we're looking for. Test print is done. Let's do a print run now. Gatekeeping these. I'm not telling you what they are. I'm just kidding, they're shocker wares. I have like these piss yellow ones. Oh, they're off-whites. And I'm not sure if I want to run it on the, I'm gonna try it out, fuck it. They might not come out exactly the same because of the off yellow. Okay, that was a very nice short video on how I do CMYK prints. Very simple stuff. Here's a tutorial on how to do this in Photoshop. I'm gonna do it really, really quick. So here we are in Photoshop. I have my image loaded up. It's in RGB mode. Really simple, change it to CMYK mode. It might change the colors like slightly, but it generally doesn't do much of anything. Now that we're in the channels, we can Control A to select all, Control C to copy it, and then create a new document with your print size that you're looking to do. and then I just paste it into there. After that, I go over to image mode grayscale and then image mode bitmap. And in this screen, there is two things that matter most: the frequency and the angle. The angle is going to determine which color is which. You want to make sure that it is set to the color that I just quickly Google searched it to figure it out. So in this case, cyan is, I believe it was 15. And then the frequency is going to be for your screen mesh count. So generally speaking, I believe it was 4.5. So you divide your mesh count in between 4.5, and that is the frequency that you are going to use. And then after this, I just, I did all of the colors, and then I went in with my magic wand tool and I selected a dot to select all of the black, and then I copied it and pasted it into the corresponding layer for that color. So in this case, I just copied, it looks like magenta, and it's not gonna be perfectly lined up, but that is completely fine. We'll get to that in a second. Here we are with everything already pasted into there, and I am just adding an effects color overlay. So here is where you want to make sure that you change the color overlay to the color that you are, modifying. So I'm doing magenta, cyan, yellow, and then at the end I do black. This is not the color that you want it to be when you actually print out your film positives. You want this to be full black when you print out your film positives, and you're also gonna have to add in registration marks. I do not do this in this tutorial. And once you have all of your colors set up, what I did to line it up is that I just turned off the view for two of them, lined up two of them up, and then I just slowly went up and aligned each one to the past one. And it's really simple. It just helps to zoom in and make sure that you're lining up everything and there's no overlap of it, and it's not too high up or too low. And I just did that for the entirety of the design really quickly just with the mouse. And see, now it's all lined up. Now it's gonna look a little funky when you have all of the colors on. So in order to get a pretty good idea of what you're gonna end up printing, you wanna change the opacity of all the colors to 50%. And that way you'll be able to see kind of what you're gonna end up with on press. And then of course add in the white of the t-shirt, and that should show you kind of what you're gonna end up doing. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to drop a comment with any questions you have about how this was done. But if you want to pick one of these shirts up, check the description. There's a link to the store where these are going to be available on. I have a couple more prints that I'm working on, but for now, make sure you subscribe or something.